Hey there, how you guys been?
How are you doing?
It's Meme and Lego again, and today we want to talk about a topic that interested us and hope is interesting to you. I don't know how to summarize it, so I'll just say it as I basically shared it to you. When did you realize that you grew up? Since I proposed the idea, I'm gonna start. As a little kid, I always attributed growing up to certain activities like, oh, I'll have lots of money, I'll have lots of sex, I'll have whatnot, silly ideas. And even as a young teenager, I always attributed growing up to like, okay, having a career, having money, having prestige, whatnot, and all of that. But the more I delved into the real world, the more I realized, well, how soul-crushing and draining that is to perceive life just as that. So I started looking inwardly to what actually gives life value and what gives life meaning. And the moment I realized that I grew up is when I started to cherish in life not how much money I was making or my prestige or whatnot, but how much I was actually influencing people and leaving a positive remark in their lives.
Or negative.
Yeah. Or negative, yeah. No, but primarily,
Yeah, I know.
you
was a joke.
initially want to be a good remark in other people's lives. You realize that the moment you can influence other people with a lot of money or with fear or whatnot isn't growing up. But the moment when people tell you, hey, you really helped me with that advice, I feel safe around you, I feel comfortable about you, I feel I can trust you, you're a loyal friend, that's the moment you realize that you've grown up. When you have a gathering with your closest friends or whatnot, and you realize, yeah, this is the people who make life worth living for. Having that kind of circumstance in your life, I think that's the moment when people grow up, when they realize that, not when they reach a certain age or whatnot.
I mean, I agree. I really do agree. Because we have people who are over the age of 30 that didn't grow up, that still live like kids, still expect their parents to do everything for them. And I really do think that growing up has nothing to do with age. Because I've seen people who, well, not people, children who do anything and everything they can just to support their family, just to support their friends. And yeah, they are still children, but mentally, they're an adult. They know that life is not all fun and games. They do understand that, hey, maybe it's more fun to just go out, play, mess around, but I have my duties as a person, as a member of my family, or as an independent person I have to work. I have to make money to pay the bills. Or maybe my parents are not in the house anymore. They're working 2 jobs, whatever. I have the responsibility to keep the house clean, to make food. That is still growing up.
Yeah.
Because it's really, it all comes down to do you have the inner child in you? We all do. But growing up means knowing when you can be that child. We all want to have fun. We all enjoy going out. We all enjoy spending time with our friends, playing video games, listening to music, watching movies, doesn't matter. But if you know that you cannot do that because you have your responsibilities, I believe that that person has matured. That person has grown up. Like you said, it doesn't matter what age you're at. You can be the most mature person at the age of 12 if you've been through hard stuff in your life. Like if you've seen some stuff, But you can still be a child at the age of 30, 40, 50 if you've never, or if the people around you never allowed you to worry about the problems. But
Yep. What I want to say is, when you said when you realize life isn't all fun and games, moreover, I wanted to add that not only do you realize that, but you actually strive to make life more fun.
you do.
Not in a hedonistic sense, like, okay, I just want to have fun. No, you realize that life is tough, life is rigorous, and it's the same for everyone, not just you. But the moment you realize your power to make it better, not just for yourself, but for others around you. If I can pin down one moment when you've grown up, is when you realize that. When you realize just how much power you have, not just to change yourself, but the lives of other people's around you. For the better, hopefully for the better.
Hopefully.
Yeah. That's the actual moment when you grow up. And as I said, when you start to alleviate some of the burdens and some of the hardships. Initially as a child, around the household, making food, cleaning up, whatnot. Because imagine at the end of the day, you're exhausted, you have to come home to more work. It's soul crushing. It is. And even if it's, it isn't from bad intention because it's your child, still it'll feel much better if you did help. Those little things, those little conveniences in life, that's the minimum you can do for somebody.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. And honestly, there's nothing that makes me angry more than seeing an adult still asking their parents for money to go get a coffee with a friend, or asking money for, hey, can I get new clothes? I need to go shop. Like, you're an adult. You need to grow up. Because living in that world where you think you're gonna have someone treating you like a child for the rest of your life is devastating. Not only for you, but also for the people around you. And like you said, growing up means that you influence people hopefully positively, but if that's all you do, if you only ask your parents, your friends for stuff because you're too lazy, or you still think, oh no, I'm young. Like, yeah, you're young, but every age group has their responsibilities. Normally, when you're a child, your responsibilities are to study. When you're a teenager, your responsibilities are studying, helping around the house. When you're out, like when you're in your late teens, early 20s, your responsibilities are completely different. Now, if you want to study, yeah, sure, go on. But you also have a responsibility not just towards yourself and towards your family. You have a responsibility towards your friends, your colleagues, because you cannot be a child forever. And if you actually refuse to grow up, let's be honest, we've all met at least one person like that, you're not gonna be accepted in society. And the biggest problem is not just that you won't be accepted into the society. You'll be shunned upon. Because like you said, life is tough for everyone. And there's no sugarcoating that. You cannot... Well, of course, there are some people who play life on easy mode, let's be honest. But most of the people, we are here to suffer. And like you said, being an adult is trying to make the suffering more fun by finding a way to enjoy life. But you also know when you can have fun. And you also know, like, oh, I want to have fun, but right now I really need to do this thing, be it work, be it chores, be it whatever. And I think that's a crucial part of growing up. The moment that you learn, I first have to finish my responsibilities, and then it's time to do the stuff I like. This is gonna be a stupid example. We've all played Sims at least once, or we know what Sims is. In Sims, you have these bars of hunger, sleep, fun, blah blah blah. And you just try to fill them up whenever you can. Oh, I need to have fun, I'm gonna have fun. In the real world, that bar for fun might be on the verge of collapsing. But if you have responsibilities, you have to sacrifice that. You have to finish your responsibilities. And a person who fully understands that, I believe, is a grown-up person.
Yeah, because look, ultimately, responsibilities are what make life worth living for. Like I know I said earlier that people are what make life worth living for. And yeah, but you also have a responsibility towards those people. And that's what I was saying. I believe that it's a lot easier to grow up when you're younger than when you're older. Because when you're younger, it's basically life trial mode. Like it's a tutorial.
Free subscription.
Yeah, a free subscription. It's a tutorial, like until you're 18, give or take. Because responsibilities are put upon you gradually. After you grow up, physically just, after you mature, physically.
After you become an adult.
Yeah, physically. You realize that now you can also take up responsibilities. And that's different for everyone. Some people are just flat out reject to do that. Others take up too much responsibilities and are burned up instantly. You have to find out your balance, really.
Yeah.
Like, find out your mean. What is the mean of responsibilities that I can take upon myself that will make me grow further and develop and will ultimately be a good influence to me and those around me?
I mean, there's like a field of ethics called ethics of responsibility that talks about this. Basically, it says there are 3 types of responsibility. Depends on which philosopher we're talking about, but I'm trying to dumb it down. Previous video. You have the responsibility towards others. You have responsibilities that you take willingly, and you have responsibilities that are put on you. The responsibility that you take willingly is you either want to be a parent or a politician. The responsibilities that are put on you are the responsibilities that you go through life and life just happens.
Yeah.
And you have to deal with that. And the responsibility towards other people is what you said. Trying to impact them as positively as you can. But if you have something else to add,
Nah, that's about it.
Then-
I'd like to hear from the viewers.
let us know what you guys think in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Peace.